Since I released this song 9 to 10 months ago, I actually have all this live footage from playing live streams and open mics. I thought it would be interesting to show some of these clips of the title of the song, to show a little of the history, introduce the video, and also get the hook into the listener's head. I used the Metro to get into DC from my home in Northern Virginia. They actually had part of the track closed on this day, so there was a bus ride to go around the track that was being maintained, which added 30 minutes to the trip. My plan was to get off the train at Foggy Bottom and stop in a sandwich shop, eat, use the restroom, and situate myself for the day ahead. Well, everything was closed in DC, and DC has changed pretty drastically since the pandemic. It was very quiet. Outside of the mall, everything was so quiet, so I had to pee really badly for the first half of the video, and that's why you see if I seem pretty stiff at the start of the video, especially in front of the White House. This is why. So this guy was pretty interesting, and that's why you see him featured so prominently. I will say that what you see and hear in the video is probably the most clean and appropriate things he was saying. I really loved the timbre of his voice, and this became an unexpected gem for the video. It really changed my approach for the rest of the day, so I sought out other protesters and demonstrators and included the ones that I found to be most compelling. When I got to the White House, there were barricades, a checkpoint, and Secret Service everywhere. I thought I would look pretty suspicious, syncing my music video as a reporter in front of the White House, and I was legitimately concerned I'd be stopped. But as you can see from the video, I was probably one of the least conspicuous individuals there. It was actually pretty easy to blend in filming myself as a reporter and lip syncing. I love using shots of myself walking and singing versus being just stationary. Walking to me seems much more natural, or just doing something else while lip syncing I think makes for a much better shot. Really, in any situation where I can feel and act natural, makes for a better shot versus forcing it. I'm not an actor, I have no real training, and I'm simply figuring all of this stuff out as I go.
What have we become?
I like this shot of me on the Metro. It's just a short clip, but I thought it looked really cool.
What have we become?
I found this woman at the Capitol building protesting a variety of things, very similarly to the man at the White House. I'll note that Congress is not in session on the weekends, so really the only people that heard her were the Capitol Police behind the barricades, who seemed unimpressed, tourists, and me. She did get to star in a music video, so I guess you could say that for all of the protesters included, they were pretty compelling and effective at getting their message across. The Washington Monument shots were probably the easiest. There was tons of space and green areas, so I knew I wouldn't bother anybody. There's no real interesting stories here, but I do think that the shots came out very beautiful. I had this idea to include still shots of the monuments at the start of the video, but I thought the concert footage was a better intro, and the protester at the White House definitely put things over the top. I lined these up with the lyrics that I felt were most relevant. I had also planned on doing a whole sync video in front of the MLK Memorial, but there's really not much space here since it's on the water. I also thought it might be disrespectful doing a sync video in such tight quarters. It really is a beautiful memorial, and I really do like the quotes that are featured on the walls here.
Just don't worry, there's still hope. That's what they tell you. Don't be a dope. Wake up your dragon. Get in line. We've gotta do it. Let's come alive.
The protesters at the Lincoln Memorial were great to capture. Unfortunately for the video I had with the best sound bites, the man's head was behind the sign, which you see at the end of the video. Because of that, I moved off to the side to capture him along with the display, but I felt that the actual words and voice were the best words and voice were for those shots of him behind the sign. I guess I could have gotten creative and swapped in the better audio and the better with the better video, but I wanted to be careful to preserve everyone's message in an objective and non-biased way, and altering things too much for these videos I think would go against my overall vision for the song. So I really love the walking shots on the mall. I had finally found an open restroom near the MLK Memorial, so you can tell I'm a bit more relaxed for these shots where I'm walking on the mall. The mall can be a really fun place to hang out on a nice day. It really is a cross-section of humanity doing a variety of things that would have and this would have been a perfect day to grab a blanket and have a picnic there.
Gathering for the persecuted church. We're victors in Christ.
Christian protesters were right in the middle of the mall, and I was super excited when I saw the demonstration, and I knew it would fit really well into this video. You can see the stage as I approach it towards the end of my shot while walking on the mall. It was really interesting, compelling, and I got some great sound bites. After this, I was extremely energized about how everything would come together, but I still had one more shot for the climax of the video at the Capitol.
I captured two dance routines I pretty much knew I could use for the guitar solo. The first one is a guy exercising with the staff on a stage near the Washington Monument, and the second is a woman dancing with flags in a tent as part of the Christian demonstration.
I got this feeling, what's it for? I hit the ceiling, then I hit the floor. So much anger.
By the time I filmed the Capitol building, I was dead tired. I had walked basically the entire perimeter of the mall and the monuments. I hadn't eaten, and I'd gone through all my water. I spent most of the day desperately searching for a restroom, only for most of them to be closed. Still, I was very happy with the quality of the Capitol building film. The weather was amazing, and the fidelity is near professional. Once I finished, it was an amazing relief, and I was elated about how well I knew the final video would turn out with all of this material. I'd spend most of the waking moments over the next 36 hours editing this video, and it was a pure joy to me.
What have we become?
This isn't just radical Christianity that I'm talking about today. I'm talking about normal Christianity